Hello, everyone. I am Denise Van, your finance business coach, and welcome to my end of year business talk. So, you guys know that every year at the end of the year, it's time to get our finances in order if we're not already in order. So, today I'm popping on here really quick to give you tips on how to prepare for tax season. Also, there's grants out there, everybody. A lot of companies at the end of the year, what they do is they give out grants so they can meet their quota, so they can have a tax write-off. So they love to give grants out to small business owners like myself and you. So, and today I'm going to be giving you tips also on if you're ready to transition and work exclusively in your business, in your industry for yourself. I'm going to give you some tips on how to transition. So let's get started. So today I want to start talking about getting ready and prepared for tax season. Okay, here are some tips that I want you to start doing. So let's get into it. Tip number one: already go ahead and you know it's tax time already, and it seems like it's just right around the corner. So what I want you to do is, if you haven't already been organized, now is the time to go ahead and start getting everything pulled together. Now, I want you to find all your sales receipts, all your invoices, pull all of your business expenses together at this time. And if you don't already have an accountant, look no farther. Denise Givan here, your expert business coach, your expert finance coach. I am in the business to become your personal accountant. Now, let's get started. So, the first thing I want you to do is number one, find proof of all of your business income. It's going to be on your bank statements, your gross receipts from your sales, from your goods and services, all of your receipts, like whatever you buy that's pertaining to business. Now, I know a lot of you probably have a software that you use. If you do, that means that you are organized, and that is what I'm talking about. But what I want you to do is, if you are and you have your bookkeeping set up, all you do in this case is pull reports. So that's one way to gather your information. So again, I want you to get your bank statements, all proof of your income, and get prepared. Get it in one spot so you can have it all in one place. Now, I also want you to match those sales and everything with your invoices. So number two, pull your invoices, match everything with your bank statements. Make sure all of your numbers are correct. Because before you come to me, I'm going to need for you to have it organized. I don't want you to bring me a box of receipts and say, here you go. It's time for you to do my taxes. No. It doesn't work that way. So I want you to start getting organized, being prepared. Now, if you need a ledger to kind of pull things together to get your expenses down, these are for people who are not organized throughout the year. Now, if you want me to send you a ledger, it's blank. You can fill it in. I will send that to you free of charge. At the end of this, at the end of my talk here, I'll put my information across the bottom, and you can send me an email, and I will shoot you over a blank ledger. It'll help you stay organized. And number three, calculate all the money that you've spent on labor. You don't like if you have employees, if you pay, if you have 1099s, go ahead and calculate that amount, because you know you must go ahead and get your 1099s ready to go and your W-2s ready to go. If you don't have a company that does that for you, you have to have them in by the end of January. January 31st is the cutoff for submitting all of your 1099s and W-2s. So I just gave you three tips on how to get prepared for business owners, how to get prepared business owners for your tax time. Number one, gather all of your expenses and your income. Number two, get your expenses together. Get all of your expenses together. And number three, make sure you're ready uh, to get your W-2s and 1099s submitted, because your employees are going to be ready to file their taxes, and you need to have it all submitted to the IRS. Now, you know we don't like to talk about the taxes, but it's something we must do every year. So for the deadline for businesses, remember your deadline for submitting Your business tax return is, you guessed it, March 15th is your deadline. Now, for those who did not know that, those are for the people who are submitting their taxes on the 1120 and the 1120S form. Your taxes are due March 15th of every year. So I want you to write that down if you didn't already know that. Now, for those who are reporting your wages and your businesses on a Schedule C, it is due by April 15th of every year. So keep that in mind. So now let's move forward and talk about grants. Now, I want everybody to know at the end of the year, lots of businesses, they have money that they should have given away throughout the year and they did not, or they have not met their quota on what they were giving. Now, let me kind of explain to you why companies do that. A lot of the organizations, they need it for their write-off. They need it as a write-off, and they like to give grants to small business owners that qualify. And sometimes they make it mandatory for them to give away so much money because they made so much in the year, and it helps them with their taxes as well. So that's a plus for us small business owners. This is a perfect time to prepare and to apply for grants. Now, for those who say, I probably won't get it anyway. I don't know. There's probably not nothing out there for me. Do not assume that there's not grants for small businesses in your industry. There are tons and tons. You just have to know where to go to look for them. And once you find them, you must look at your eligibility just to make sure that you are eligible for that particular grant. Now, let me tell you, the application form and the short forms are very simple. All you need is just your business plan handy. You can most likely find every answer on your business plan. Now, for those who do not have a good solid business plan, you need to contact the finance business coach. You need to get in touch with me. I am here to help you get everything in order for end of year. Now, grants. Let me give you a few of the grants that's out there that they give away money throughout the year, especially in December. Let me pull up my grant list here. My grant list, okay. Here are a few. And now for those who want the entire grant list, that same email, you can send me and a request on my email, and I'm going to give that to you here shortly. But I will send you a grant list of a lot of funders. FedEx is one. They're giving away money for small businesses. And let me give you one more here. So there's another one for women. It's called the Amber Grant. So these are grants that's funding small businesses, and you need to get in and put in your application. There's another grant that's grantsforwomen.org. That is a site that you can go to and apply for it. Now, these are the grants that I've just given you. They are for women-owned businesses. Sorry, men, I'm not discriminating, but if you need a list for just general grants, you can send me a request. I will send you out grant lists so you can look to see if you're eligible. But these grants they give away millions and millions of dollars to small business owners. Go ahead, learn how to apply to get your fair share. Now, I want to talk to you about those who are thinking, you already have you have already started your small business, or you're thinking, hey, I'm ready to work exclusively in my business. I want to do this. I want to learn how to leave my 9 to 5. Okay, let me tell you let me give you some tips on how to transition and work exclusively for yourself. Now, let me tell you, first of all, I work exclusively for myself. I do not work outside of my businesses. I am the CEO. I am the CFO for all of my businesses, except for the trucking company. My husband runs that. I'm right there with him. We both run that business. So let me give you some tips on how to transition. If you're thinking of leaving your job and you want to work exclusively for yourself, the benefit is the financial freedom. Now, I did not say that you were going to be free from trouble, struggle. You're going to have some ups and downs in business when you're working for yourself, but it's worth it. In my opinion, it's worth it. All the downtime, the struggles that we go through, I wouldn't trade it for nothing in the world because I am free. My time is freed up. I make more money because I do work for myself. I set my own salary. When I pay myself, I set my salary every January, depending on just how I want to run my business. And I'm just going to be transparent to you guys. I pay myself about $50,000 a year in my own business, and this is just my payroll. Now, keep in mind, the reason I do that is because that's enough just to get, for me to maintain. But I have the option to. I don't have a set salary. If I want to raise it up to 100,000, I could do that. But my point is, you have financial freedom when you work exclusively for yourself. Now, let me share some more information. Now, let me give you some tips if you're thinking of transitioning and you want to know, I've been thinking about it, but I'm so afraid. I'm so used to getting my paycheck on the 15th and the last day of the month. I have excellent benefits. My 401k is growing. I just don't want to leave my job. But I have good news for you. In your own business, you can have the benefits, the same benefits that you have at your company. They are available to business owners. I have resources where you can talk to insurance agents. They can set you up with your health benefits. I have agents that can set you up with a 401k in your own business. And since you are the business owner, you can match your contributions if you like. You run the show, so you set it up how you want to. So for those who are thinking of transitioning, but it's certain things holding you back, it should not hold you back because the same benefits you have at your job, you can set those same benefits up in your business. And lastly, I know I told you you can do your 401k, but you do not have to clock in and out. But you probably will work a little harder and more for yourself because it's going to be enjoyable. I love getting up every morning with my morning routine, going into my office. And if I decide that I do not want to drive to my office, I come into my home office and I sit. I work comfortably in my PJs if I like. But that's one of the perks that I like. Now, I want to tell you, those are the benefits of working for yourself. But let me tell you how to transition. Now, for those who are thinking of it and you're saying, the reason I haven't is because I want to make sure that I don't make any mistakes and I have enough money to, sustain. Get smart. If you haven't already started, I would like for you to start saving about 6 months of your monthly expenses, your personal monthly expenses. And that includes your mortgage, your rent, any car payments, any credit card, your grocery bill, your utility bills, all of your finances. I want you to do a budget if you haven't already and see how much money do you spend on a monthly basis. Once you get that number, and I want it to be a good number, over estimate, if you will, give yourself a little cushion. But I want you to start saving your monthly expenses into your savings account. And once you reach about 6 months of your monthly expenses, then I feel that you're ready to transition into your own business. That's one thing. That's number one. The first thing is start saving your money and have about 6 months of your expenses saved up. Now, number two, while you're saving, you need to have a concrete plan on how you're going to generate revenue. Now, if you are service based, you need to be deciding, if I have a program, I'm going to go ahead and get me a signature program established. I'm going to have a way to generate more leads so I can make sure that I'm getting in front of enough people to do business and make the kind of money that I need to make. If not only to just cover your personal expenses and business expenses at first, if that's your goal, go that route. But you need to be getting your programs down. You need to have that plan. You need to know who you're going to solicit your business to. You need to get in front of enough people to do business with you. So you must have your plan down pat. So, number one, you're going to do your savings. Number two, you're going to have a concrete plan. And number three, go for it. Do not be afraid. You need to go for it. But number three is you must have a business coach, somebody that's going to hold your hand, help you go around corners because you don't know what's around the corner if you haven't been around that corner. For a person who's transitioning, you need a business coach to hold your hand, to help you to make sure that once you come across a crossroad and you're not familiar with it, you need to have somebody to help you in that aspect, to help you get over the humps, to make sure that your plan is concrete. So I've given you tips on, we're doing business talk today. This is the end of your business talk for those who are looking to transition from your 9 to 5 and work exclusively for yourself. I say, let's get going. Let's get our plans ready. Also, let's recap what we're talking about here. Tax time is right around the corner, so let's get organized if you're not already organized. Let's get your paperwork in order. Let's go ahead and start pulling your expenses. Pull your all of your income together, your bank statements. Get all these things together. Secondly, grants. End of year, they're giving away money. Get in position. Start applying now because you never know. If you start right now, we're already getting ready to enter into November. You have only 2 full months left in this year. This is the last quarter, and you know how it is. It's holiday season. A lot of people are on holiday mode already. Halloween starts it off. Some people start off their holiday season right at Halloween, and we're here. So what I want to do is I want to make sure that you guys are ready for January 2023. Business people, business owners, entrepreneurs, let's get serious about generating revenue. Let's get serious about applying for funding, whether it's loans, grants. Let's get a little assistance in our business and let's get a concrete plan on how we're going to run our business for the new year. And for those who are ready to transition, let's get your plan in place to transition from your 9 to 5 and work exclusively for yourself. Now, I'm Denise Van here, your expert business coach with tips on finances. Now, for those who want your special gifts for joining me today, here is my information. I would love for you to send me an email for the ledger. I'm sending out a free ledger and a free grant list for those that request. So you can hit me up at support@coachmetolife.com. In the subject line, you can say ledger, grant list, or you can say, please send ledger and grant list. I will send that to you free of charge. I want you to apply for grants and I want you to get organized for this tax season. Now, I'm going to be popping on here every week to give you tips on how to grow your business, how to get ready for if there's funding out there, how to prepare for it, how to apply for it, and who's giving the money. I'm going to jump on and be prepared to give you all the information. So I look forward to hearing from you guys. Don't forget, send me out the email to support@coachmetolife.com for your free ledger and for your free grant list. I look forward to talking to you guys. Now, I did mention that I am available for those who need their own personal accountant. I would love to be that. Let's set up some time where you and I can talk so I can see what areas you need help in. Go ahead and go out to my website at www.coachmetolife.com and book a free 15-minute session with me. Once you do that, you and I can get a game plan on how I can help you get all your books in order, get everything ready for tax season, and I can also give you tips on where to find money, who's giving away money. I can give you tips on all of that. So if you need your personal accountant, I am your girl. I look forward to hearing from you and have a safe and happy weekend. Talk to you guys on next time. See you next week. on Business Talk